This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell and Unette Gentry. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 25 is also brought to you by Silver State Health, Pahrumps exclusive pediatric care clinic. Call 775-505-1214 for an appointment.
Thanks for tuning in to News 25. It's Thursday, April 8th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Unette Gentry. So glad you could join us today.
Well, the main route between Pahrump and Shoshone is shut down as crews work to clean up the aftermath of a tractor-trailer fire this morning.
A tractor-trailer rig hauling vehicles caught fire around 11:30 Thursday morning on California 178 between Shoshone and the Nevada state line. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue was called out to help get the fire under control. The road was shut down and traffic diverted to alternate routes. It's unclear what sparked the fire, but the truck driver was able to disconnect the tractor portion of the rig and move it a safe distance from the burning trailer. The trailer and all the vehicles it was carrying were completely destroyed. The Nevada Department of Transportation says California 178 was expected to be closed for several hours. Caltrans crews are working to clear the roadway and make any necessary repairs before the road is reopened. You can find the latest on the road closure on the Caltrans website or by visiting nvroads.com.
And Petrick Park and Nye County Emergency Management hosted FEMA today for a COVID vaccination pod. And if you missed out, don't worry, they're here for a few more days before they travel to other Nye County locations.
So today we have a mobile vaccine unit that FEMA has brought into Nye County. It is a mobile vaccine unit where they are doing the J&J vaccine. It's a one dose, single dose, no second, no appointments. It's first come, first serve. Right now we are vaccinating anybody from the age of 18 to over 70. Our whole goal is to get the vaccine into our Nevadans and get them healthy and get back to the way things were. So right now, we're gonna keep going until about 8 o'clock tonight. The pod's here today from 11 to 7, and then tomorrow they'll be here from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on Saturday, they will be here from 7 in the morning until 3. And then after that, they're gonna pack up and their next stop will be Beatty. Right now, we're set up to have this mobile vaccine unit move from Pahrump to Beatty, then to Goldfield, and then into Tonopah, and then into Round Mountain. There's no fee. We're not, no, just when you bring your ID down, just so we can check it with the paperwork that we're putting out. You can go to nyecounty.net, the county website, and they'll give.
And as you could see in that story, KPVM News 25 is involved in that dissemination of the vaccines. We're helping because we brought shade there for anyone to avoid anyone getting sunstroke. We also brought out water to make sure everyone stays hydrated. And if you need a ride, you can call us. You can call 775-727-9400 extension 201, or you can contact Deanna on Facebook Messenger if you need a ride to that locale. And when you show up to Petrick Park to get your vaccine, be prepared in case there's a wait. Bring a chair if you'd like, plenty of cold water for yourself, and be sure to wear sunscreen whenever you're outside. Everyone there is assigned a number, and they will call you as soon as they're ready for you.
Fire Chief Scott Lewis delivered the emergency management report at the recent Board of County Commissioners meeting. Nye County remains out of flag status, and COVID-19 vaccines are becoming more available.
Commissioners, our COVID trajectory has remained stable and Nye County remains out of flag status. Vaccinations, we remain within our COVID-19 vaccination plan, which has opened to 18 and above across the county. There are some questions regarding 16 and above. There is only one product that is currently slated for use by 16-year-olds, and that is the Pfizer, which we do not use because of logistical requirements in support of that product. Countywide, we have vaccinated well over 16,000 people. We continue to hold large vaccination pods throughout Nye County. And this week, the team is in Pahrump and will return to northern Nye County next week. Working collaboratively with the state, DEM has arranged for a no-cost MVU, which is a mobile vaccination pod, operated by the National Guard. It will move through the county beginning in Pahrump on April 8th and will conclude when it leaves Round Mountain, and that is next week. The MVU is a self-contained and fully staffed unit that administers J&J vaccines on a first-come, first-served basis. This week we are scheduled in Pahrump. April 7th will be a second dose pod in Pahrump. April 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th will be the first dose J&J pod, which is the MVU, the Mobile Vaccination Unit, in front of the Root Community Center, and DEM will focus on homebound citizens on those days. Our mobile vaccinations will be at 11 to 7 on the 8th, 7 to 7 on the 9th, and 7 to 1500 hours on Saturday. Our northern pods, we're going to be in Tonopah on the 13th, Round Mountain Mine second dose on the 14th, Round Mountain Community first dose on the 15th, Gabb's second dose pod on the 16th, and first and second doses at Amargosa on the 20th. Additional with the north pods for the MVU specifically, on the 14th it will be in Beatty, the 16th it will be in Tonopah, and the 17th it will be in Roughton. And remember, all the MVUs will have J&J product. For questions and concerns, we still ask you to visit nvcovidfighter.org or nyecounty.net, and then click on the respective vaccine banner. For those without computers, the 800 number, which is 401-0946, and local is 775-751-6313. While the MVU is operating in Pahrump, we will also be going to our homebound seniors, and we've arranged approximately 20 vaccinations during that time period. As you know, it takes a lot of logistical effort and it takes some time to get those completed. And for those homebound seniors, we ask for those folks to continue working with the senior center, the pharmacies, the transportation companies, medical groups, family members, and other word of mouth to help identify those that need those homebound visits.
All right, we'll be right back with your financial news after this break.
You're watching News 25, the most recognized and farthest reaching local news in Nye County. News 25, local news you can count on. This segment of the news is brought to you by P&P Property Management. Knowledge, experience, communication, and trust. Call Cynthia at 775-727-4444.
Welcome back. Well, the Fed expects a health economic recovery in the United States. Carnival is anxious to get passengers cruising again, and Starbucks is milking the oat trend. Angela Miles reports.
Topping our news, traders and investors are learning more about what's on the minds of Fed officials from the recent meeting minutes. The Fed, chaired by Jerome Powell, reveals that rates will remain low. GDP will reach 6.5% this year, while unemployment could fall to 4.5%. The CDC is likely to lift or modify its conditional sailing orders this summer for cruise lines. However, the CEO of Carnival is frustrated that thousands of passengers are cruising in Europe already by following COVID protocols. He says there have been no major incidents. The Carnival company reported a net loss of $2 billion in the first quarter. Booking volumes are 90% higher compared to a year ago. Starbucks is milking the latest trend for all it's worth, and it's working. The coffee chain rolled out the Oatly brand onto its menus nationwide in March.
Thanks so much, Angela. Turning now to Nevada's financial news. A new analysis finds Nevadans pay lower taxes than residents of most other states. WalletHub compared state and local tax rates with the national median, and their findings show Nevadans are able to keep more of their hard-earned money.
Every year, the average U.S. household pays nearly $9,000 in federal income tax, no matter where you live. But when it comes to the states, there's a significant difference in state and local taxes. WalletHub crunched the numbers and calculated relative income tax obligations by applying the effective income tax rates in each state and locality to the average American's income. Here's what they found. Nevada has the fourth lowest overall state and local tax rate. In dollars, that means a household making the median U.S. income of about $63,000 a year would pay just over $5,000 a year in state and local taxes. In other words, 7.94% of their income goes to pay state and local taxes. That's nearly 27% less than the national average. However, because it costs more to live here, when adjusted for cost of living, Nevada drops from number 4 to number 10. In addition, Nevadans also enjoy one of the lowest real estate tax rates in the country at 2.07%. That's good news, but we know the money has to come from somewhere. Nevadans pay some of the highest vehicle property taxes at around $449, ranking the Silver State 40th. Nevadans also pay one of the highest gas taxes in the nation, so try not to think about that next time you fill up. For a look at the complete report, including all the data behind the rankings, just go online to wallethub.com.
All right, stay tuned. We have some information you may need if you're in pain or suffering any chronic illnesses. We'll be right back.
You're watching News 25, brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500. News 25, local news you can count on. News is brought to you by Canyon Ridge Periodontics. Give them a call at 702-966-0302.
Well, I know all about this. Millions of Americans suffer from chronic back pain. In today's Medical Minute from Spring Mountain Medical, Dr. David Lewis takes a closer look at the possible causes of mid-back pain.
This Medical Minute is brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical, healthcare the way you've always imagined it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lewis. Welcome to this edition of the Medical Minute. Today's topic is mid-back pain. There can be many causes of mid-back pain, but we will review a few for you here today. Initially, we need to determine if your mid-back pain is from organ pain inside your body or whether it's from a musculoskeletal origin. When pain is internal, an ultrasound can be ordered to see where it's coming from. If you have some difficulty taking a full breath, it can be with or without pain. This can be from a rib out of place. This can happen from improper sleeping positions or a sports injury. When you have pain that seems to refer underneath your right shoulder blade, this can be important because it can be an indicator of a problem with your gallbladder. Whatever your problem may be, call and make an appointment to see what we can do for you. My name is Dr. David Lewis, and this has been a Medical Minute brought to you by Spring Mountain Medical.
Thanks, Dr. Lewis. Well, if you're in the market for a new computer, you have a lot of choices out there. And the first step to making the right choice is to assess your needs. In today's Great Computer Deals quick tutorial, Josh Osborne has the top reasons for and against buying a laptop.
Hi, it's Josh with Pahrumps' own Great Computer Deals. Let's get right into it. It's time for another quick tutorial. What do I buy? A desktop, laptop, or a tablet? Here are the top reasons for and against buying a laptop. Laptops are extremely portable and great when you need to take your computing needs on the go. Modern laptops have gotten much lighter, thinner, and offer the same computing power of a desktop and a much more convenient package. But laptops can cost more, be much more expensive to upgrade, and many offer limitations on how far you can update the hardware. Laptops are also much more prone to drops, spills, and damage due to their portable nature. Remember, it's about your needs. If a laptop works for you, that's the right answer. Why trust a technician when you can trust a friend? Great Computer Deals is located at 1190 East Highway 372. Call us at 775-990-8833.
Thanks so much, Josh. Well, nearly a year later, the decision to close schools due to COVID is taking a big toll on the mental health of children who've been relegated to distance learning. A deep feeling of isolation is triggering alarming rates of anxiety in children of all ages. Kim Martinez reports.
I can tell that some people are more anxious and are having a lot of struggles dealing with their emotional health and everything.
Brianna Smith is a sophomore in high school. Brianna says she can't wait to get back into the classroom.
In person, one, you get a lot stronger bond with your teachers and you get to feel more emotionally connected, and also you get to see a lot more students and interact as a group.
Brianna represents the exact demographic of students that are struggling the most with mental health and isolation caused by distance learning.
An exacerbated rate of anxiety in our youth, specifically high school aged children, even more so teenaged girls.
Jill McMahon is a licensed professional counselor and grief specialist.
Students are experiencing a lot of fears right now. For some students, home is not a safe place, right? So school is where they go to feel normal, to feel connected. If I don't go to school, right, Is my social group going to accept me next year?
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, between April and October of 2020, the number of mental health-related emergency department visits increased for children and teens. Kids ages 5 through 11 increased by 24% and 31% among those 12 to 17 compared to the same time period in 2019.
Socializing is like breathing for young adults. And we've been asking them to hold their breath for a long time now. So they need human interaction, they need touch. And so I implore every family, in whatever way that you can safely, first and foremost, allow your child to socialize. They need the reassurance that their life is going to come back together soon. And they need to believe that they're not losing their friends or their social life or their groups, their sports activities.
As for Brianna, going back to school in person can't come soon enough.
It will be like a bunch of stress has been taken off my shoulders and it will be kind of going back to normal.
Kim Martinez reporting.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a live look outside toward the east and one single cloud in the sky on this beautiful day. We'll take a closer look at our weekend forecast in our weather after the break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios. It's a Thirsty Thursday, and we're looking towards the weekend. Oh, it's going to be a good one. Let's talk all about it here in just a second. First, let's look at the weather scores up and down the state. Fernley and Fallon, you're about 70, 72 degrees. Mid-state, temperature staying in the mid to upper 60s, all the way down to Goldfield, 69 degrees today. Wonderful. Out in Beatty, 80 wonderful degrees, 48 for a low tonight. Amargosa, Las Vegas, you're seeing about 85, 88 degrees for a high. Not too shabby. Out in Death Valley, all the way up to 96. Ooh! And 64 for a low tonight. But here in the paradise of Pahrump, where the grass is green and the lawns are irrigated, the air is pure, and the children are all above average. 82 degrees is our current temperature. 85 was our high today. The winds out of the west and northwest to 18 miles per hour. It's a little bit blowy, but it felt pretty good with that heat coming up. Sunrise this morning at 6:20 a.m. It'll go to bed at 7:12 tonight, and that'll be just about wonderful. All right, make plans for 7:12. Beautiful sunset for sure. Winds out of the north-northeast continuing this evening to about 12 miles per hour. Humidity down at 11%. That's bone dry, but let's take a look at this. Coming to the week. What a week. Oh, my goodness. 84 degrees tomorrow. 87 on Saturday. It'll be about where it peaks out this week and staying super pleasant until about Wednesday, Thursday. Temperatures dipping down to the high 70s. Lows at night in the mid to low 50s throughout the week. And clouds will come, clouds will go, but I don't see any rain in the future. That's my prediction. I'm feeling like Karnak or Gene Dixon or somebody really smart. All right, let's go back to the desk. It's Jeanette and Deanna.
All right, thanks, Don.
Thanks so much, Chuck. We do have the rest of the I don't know what's happening here.
Ladies, you're being ambushed.
It appears that I'm being ambushed.
You are being ambushed. Hi, what are you doing?
I think it's Willie Bear and Dina Erdag. Hi, Dina. How you doing?
Okay.
And then it's Missy over there doing something else. I don't know what's going on. We were going to talk about the pod tomorrow for vaccinations at the Bob Roode Community Center, but Willie Bear shows up.
That's right, to ambush you.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the public doesn't know that you have been selected as the Seroptimus Ruby Award winner for 2021.
Yay, congratulations.
And that is for
well-deserved.
Your outstanding work in the community in supporting all of the nonprofits that you do. And you're very much appreciated.
Thank you. Look at that fancy.
That's a little gift from us, from Seroptimus International of the Americas.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And I got to tell you, really great to have the Seroptimists identified for Taco Fest and the beneficiaries at Taco Fest. And I know that there's a bunch of ladies, right, that we gave some college scholarships to.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to have Taco Fest this year. We decided we just want to go big or don't go at all.
Yeah.
So Taco Fest will be back, of course, again next year. And then, of course, Seroptimists gets a bunch of money in and everything. We're going to give a little bit Senior Center, but Seroptimists are our main beneficiary from now on.
Yes.
By the way,
now
you got to help support those ladies get back to school and everything. Thank you so much, guys.
That's right.
This means the world to me.
Yes,
I'm going to
we
cry,
cry.
but they're not going to make me cry again.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Deanna does so much for the community.
Yes.
Yes.
And you already probably knew about this yesterday when I saw you, so I won't speak to you anymore.
All right.
All
right.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yes, thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
All right, well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and this is the well-deserving Deanna O'Donnell.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, good night.